All right, we're here with Jake and Mom Connie, and they're all the way from Florida. And then, Mom, let's start it. Like, how did you find us? And what is Jake trying to fix, or what did we fix already?
Okay. Well, Jake was playing lacrosse back in April and got done with the game and was in a lot of pain. Started not, leg was hurting, and we took him to a doctor, and he said, you know what, you need to go to a specialist. So we went to an orthopedic surgeon, and after doing x-rays and MRIs, they said, we think he has Legg Calve Perthes Disease, but we're going to have to watch a little bit, and we'll see how it goes. So he said, okay. And as time went by, it kept getting progressively worse. We thought it was a groin pull, we thought it was something simple, because it started out simple, but it got to the point where he couldn't walk and he was on crutches. So we came out to Los Angeles Children's Hospital, and we met with the head of their hip disorder orthopedic center for children. And they're number 6 in the country, so I felt pretty confident about it. And after going through a lot of tests and having more x-rays and blood tests, rolling out arthritis and lupus and cancer and things like that, he also came to the conclusion that he thinks that he has Legg Calve Perthes Disease. Well, I asked, okay, so what does that mean? What do we do? And he said, well, you sit back and watch, and we're going to keep monitoring him, and every month we're going to take x-rays, we might take more MRIs, and we're going to watch as his bone deteriorates and dies, and we'll just see how bad it gets. And once we figure out how bad it gets, then we'll, come up with a game plan about surgery if we need it. Otherwise, we'll just see how it goes. It really depends on how much of his bone dies. It's not the best option for me personally, and for Jake, because as as the time is going by, he's getting worse and worse to the point that he can't walk, and he's on crutches 100% of the time, or in a wheelchair. So I said, do you mind if I look up alternative methods? And he said, absolutely. Feel free, just run them by me first, and we'll do that. So I started to contact everyone I could possibly think of. People in India, France, Britain, all over the U.S., different children's hospitals, different everything. And people, I just asked for help. And one of our friends, who's a doctor, actually said, you know what, you should look into this laser. It's called the Zirconium laser. So I, Googled people in the area and found out who has that laser in about an hour radius of where we are here in LA. And I went through everyone's websites, and I narrowed it down to 3. And the Sahara clinic was one of them. And what set this apart from everyone else is it wasn't one method to try to solve the problem. It was a lot of different methods. It was kinesiology, it was needleless acupuncture, the detoxes, chiropractic work, all of these different things coming together to really attack it as much and effectively as possible. So we came in and met with Dr. Sahara and came up with a game plan. I felt really good about that plan by the time I left, and felt great about his confidence and his outlook on my son. So, I ran it by the doctor over at Children's Hospital, and he said, sounds good, go for it, and we did. So starting the next day, we started to do the hyperbaric chamber, the detoxes, all of the things I mentioned.
No eating donuts.
No eating donuts. Came up with a nutritional plan, which is stringent but effective, because as we've watched, it took, the first day he came out and he felt better, and he goes, I'm not hurting as badly. And this is, to the point that he kind of, we're pushing him in a wheelchair, and he couldn't climb up into bed, and they wanted him to sit on the sofa, not moving at all, and doing exercises to maintain mobility. So by the second day, he was walking and didn't want to use the crutches. By the third day, crutches were gone. So, and we were, again going, are you sure? Is your hip hurting? Are you sure you really want to not use the crutches? Or you just, what's the deal? He said, it's not hurting. So I called the doctor, and the doctor said, if it's not hurting, he doesn't need to use the crutches. So he stopped. And every single day, he got progressively better. To the point that when we went back to Children's Hospital for our follow-up appointment last week, the doctor said, I just don't understand. I don't understand how he's walking. I don't understand how he's climbing up on his own on this table today. I'm looking at the x-rays, and I don't understand. And I said, well, I guess good, because he's saying whatever you're doing, it's working, and keep doing it. And he asked me a lot of questions. What exactly are you doing? And I started telling him the kinesiology, the nutrition, the acupuncture, the lasers, the colors, all of these different things, hyperbaric chamber. And he just said, it's working. Just keep doing it. And I am. And every single day, Jake is continuing to get better. And the doctor, now as opposed to having him come in all the time, it's 3 months, let's check again, but it looks like it's okay. He goes, come back in October, come back in January, but I think he's going to be just fine. Which he literally, and they had a med student there, and they just kept looking at me and shaking their heads. They leaned their head against the wall, and both of them just, they couldn't understand. And
awesome.
It was awesome. So, yeah, they just kept saying, walk again down the hall, walk again down the hall. They'd watch them, and they'd shake their heads. But it's been amazing. It went from your son's going to be practically crippled for years and years, and don't expect him to play sports, change your lifestyle, keep him sedentary, let's see how much it breaks, let's see how many surgeries you go through, support groups that were horrifying, to, I think if he can run and it doesn't hurt, go ahead and let him. So it's been a pretty miraculous turnaround.
My kickball?
Yeah.
We're not going to kickball yet. We're going to wait on kickball.
So Jake, what's your favorite treatment? What did you experience? Can you tell the kids, let's say someone has your problem. Can you tell another kid out there, like, what's your favorite thing?
So I'm 7 years old, and I like the laser because you can look at all these sunglasses, find out what's going around, look up at the ceiling and see what color the lights are. And my favorite treat of them all is when we funnel cake.
He gets
Okay.
one treat a week.
He gets one treat a week.
Once a week.
Yeah, Jake has worked hard. I have to comment that he's worked hard. He's done his share to fix his body and his hip. And Jake was talking about color therapy and how he thought it was really cool. So do you think Dr. Sahara, is he like the cool doctor? Is he kind of the interesting doctor, the weird doctor, you could say?
What do you think?
What do you think
about Dr. Derek?
Cool doctor.
Awesome. And then, Jake, so you're pretty much done, right? No more pain. You can walk without crutches. And what's your goal now? What are you going to play?
Kickball.
Kickball. Awesome. And we can see he has a Florida Gator shirt. The doctor's a USC Trojan, so we're trying to brainwash Mr. Jake here because Dad is really tall. I see a nice quarterback in the making, possibly. He's got the All-American look, and maybe we can get him in Southern California someday. And even though Mom is a Florida Gator.
Go Gators.
So anyways, Mom, Jake, can we use your testimony for other kids that might need doctor's help, and parents and other doctors about your experience and testimony?
Sure.
Absolutely. Anyone else that can be helped by you and your
Go
clinic?
Berlins.
Absolutely. Because it's changed our life.
Go
Thank you very much, and we are going to miss you.